Base calling PC Poddy. Come in, PC Poddy.
Supposed to pay for the work that went missing. Listen, listen, I'll fucking tell you this. Am I supposed to pay for the work that went missing? See, you can't fucking say it, can ya? Because you were involved, yeah? You were a co-conspirator, but you were a grass in the case. You was a co-conspirator. What do you mean I can't prove it? What do you mean I can't prove it? You just said it now, see ya? You was a co-conspirator. What do you mean I can't prove it? What do you mean I can't prove it? You just said it now, see ya? You was a co-conspirator. What do you mean I can't prove it? What do you mean I can't prove it? You just said it now, see ya?
So, you run around telling people that I fucked up your shit. And I got involved in something and it weren't nothing to do with you. And then, even though you're a co-conspirator, and you just admit to it in that clip there, you're in the police station blaming everything on me. Alright, cool. Hold on.
Yeah. I didn't do you no favours. What? I lent you the money, I didn't do you a favour. Alright, you're God in your head. Alright, yeah. You took me there. I had the custos. Oh, dear, go on, preach to me. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah.
What's that? You put me where I was. So stop going on like I made it on my J's. But you're running around telling everybody that you're not involved. And you're in the police station acting like you're not involved. But the only person who could have given you a problem was me. But you want to run out your mouth for me.
Friends of Elric's? Would you say that they're friends of Elric's?
Well, he's known them. He knows them. You know what I mean? He knows them.
Okay. Have you ever been to their address at 14 James's Close?
I've been past there once or twice, yeah. But I haven't been past it, yeah.
Not been into it?
No.
Have you stopped in the vicinity of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have done, yeah, in the past.
And what was that to do with?
Elric having a live, you know.
Okay. So you might have dropped Elric off there. Okay.
17 minutes and 10 seconds.
So you don't really know them terribly well?
No, I don't really know them.
17 minutes and 20.
You was a co-conspirator. What do you mean I can't prove it? What do you mean I can't prove it? You just said it now, see ya?
Alright, yeah.
So, okay. We go there to take care of what we got to take care of, yeah? Keep the table, the food on the table in the house, yeah? But then you go to the police station and you connect me to them. You go and blame it on me. But that's cool though, yeah? That's not a problem, is it? Nah, this guy is trying to justify his snitching by trying to tell me what happened in my case. Cool.
Alright, yeah.
So why did you fall on me then? What do you mean? Why did you tell him it's mine? Listen. Whose company was it? Hold on a minute. You come to me, yeah? And you said this, that, and the third, yeah? End of the day, you never had no links. Listen to me. You had no link. You had no link to anyone. You had a link to me, yeah? Due to the fact you had a link to me, and the only link was you had those documents and your computer was in the office. And I did the right thing, even though all this bullshit, and I turned around and said, you know what? Even though we're in it together, he shouldn't have told them it's my computer. He shouldn't have told them it's my document. You shouldn't have done it though. You shouldn't have said it, but you should have said it.
Rah. Look at the attitude. You've been, should we call it, lazy, right? You know, and because you've been lazy and you've got some paperwork in your house, you go in the interview and blame it on me, right? But when you're doing that, you're connecting me to the guy who got caught in an undercover sting. And then earlier in the tape, you're talking about you knew there was no mud to stick. Of course there's mud to stick, because you've got limited companies and offices and all these sorts of things going on, yeah? And you're in a drugs conspiracy. So they are going to take that and they're going to run with it and they're going to start talking about money laundering. But the simple fact of the matter is, you were involved, but you want to blame it on someone else. If there was no mud to stick, I asked you the question. So why did you put it on me for? You didn't need to put it on me. The reason why you put it on me, it was a calculated movement. It's called snitching. You made sure you got yourself out of it and you threw someone else into it. So right about now, you've connected me not only to the guy who got caught in the undercover sting, but you've also connected me to the West as well. And we're only in the interview stage. We don't know what evidence they've got, but yet you're putting the case together for them. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so who would you lend the car to then?
Well, Albert drives some of my cars, you know, and that
20
paperwork wasn't my car.
and 20 seconds.
Okay, so are you saying, just so that we're sure, Tony, is that you lend that vehicle to Elric, and when he got it back, what paperwork was in it?
And 30
I'm saying that vehicle was, we had two vehicles on one day when we collected one. He went home with one of my vehicles and the paperwork was in the
and
vehicle.
40
So-
seconds.
Okay. And how long did he have that car for? Over a period of time.
A few days.
Did he?
You was a co-conspirator. What do you mean I can't prove it? What do you mean I can't prove it? You just said it now. See ya.
This is just a clear question. Is anybody actually saying that when you're involved in something, it's okay to go and blame it on somebody else in the case or out of the case or whatever? Because if people are out there with that mindset, then it's quite clear that, you know, they shouldn't be in the game full stop. Because whatever you've got in your possession at whatever specific time, whatever you fuck up with, you're going to have to wear it. And that's the end of it. You don't go and put it on nobody else. So it's quite clear. He's involved. These are all, you know, he's saying, I'll put you where you was and all that. Well, yeah, you did find the office. One phone number would have connected you to the office. I had that, but I'm not you. It's not my style. You know, there's another telephone number where I went and met the person. That number rang my phone and it also rang your phone. They've got the tape recordings from my vehicle, so they would have been able to connect you that way. But guess what? I'm not you. It's not my style. But you still want to run around and carry on with yourself. All right, cool, no problem.
At the end of the day, tell your boyfriend Elric, if he's man enough, stop posting and sending messages to people he's going to do this, do that. He's a fucking coward, just like you are. At the end of the day, I'm man enough to face whatever comes, and I deal with it. And the thing is, I don't need to throw little poxy threats like you do and like he does. Tell your boyfriend, be man enough and come and meet me. Stop talking shit.
Yo, this is you sending threats through a girl. Like, let's be serious. I don't fear you. But you see that little squad there you got behind you? That police squad? That's a major problem. So I don't know why you're jumping on people's phones to talk about boyfriend and this and that and the other. You know, you're saying I'm talking shit. But surely it's getting clearer now, Poddy, because I'm producing it. So how am I talking shit, Poddy? No one wants to meet you. You're grass. Have it right. Who is going to go meet you, the grass? What, am I not showing how many things you've done or how you move with police? Have I not clarified the situation with Mark? Does the whole town not know that you snitched on Mark? But you're talking about people want to meet you. You talk about people shook at you. People have to be shook at you because you're a jail sentence waiting to happen. But you know what, bro? Cool. 1 second.
Yeah. The vehicle that you said contained the paperwork in relation to Sky Commodities.
Yeah.
Which you said you retrieved from the back of the vehicle. Which vehicle was that?
Ford Focus.
Ford Focus.
Black one. 02.
Like one. And you said that Mr. Meek had possession of it.
What happened? What happened? I went to collect a vehicle. And he was driving that. Instead of coming back, they normally have to give him a lift back to Earlsbury. I said, take the car home and park the car home. And he had the car for about 3 or 4 days, sometime last week, you know, parked up on the road, obviously not outside his house because he knew what was obviously being, he had the car parked on the road and it came back with that on the seat. So I took that off the seat, put it in the house on the dining table. Or whatever, the table, and I then parked the car up my storage space, which still is here now.
What, the Focus?
Yeah.
So the Focus is back in your possession, your storage
back
space?
In my possession, in my storage space, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other people, like Mr. Meek,
yeah.
Is there any other vehicles? Any of the people that we discussed names yesterday, and then Mr. Meek and Mr. James today, have they got any vehicles that may relate to you? Have you allowed them to have access to any of your vehicles?
Who's that?
Any of the people that we spoke about yesterday, or Mr. Meek? Has Mr. Meek got any of your cars at the
He's
minute?
got one, yeah. Silver Golf parked outside the house.
Obviously helps.
Yeah. And that was collected last week. I told him to pick it up last week, so he went to Rotherham and he went with his girlfriend and he picked the vehicle up, and that hasn't been dropped off yet.
Do you know the registration number to Golf? No, that's a sort of question. Really.
Ask me the registration of the ML, I wouldn't even be able to tell you, or the Golf. I don't remember registration. Cars come and go.
Right. Any other people that we mentioned yesterday, like the names that we obviously spoke about yesterday, I'll remind you of them. Was obviously Alan and Andrew West. Have they got any of your cars at the minute?
Nothing I own.
That's
Nothing
right.
I own.
Paul James.
I don't know Paul James.
Okay.
These gentlemen, what you're naming on the list, whoever been arrested, I don't know them. I don't know them.
We went through that yesterday. Obviously, it's the teacher to finish. Phil Redford, which you said
I know of Phil. Just like Alan
talking
and.
about cars.
No.
Okay then. So it's just Mr. Meek at the time, this minute in time, has got one of your cars silver.
There's a car I used to own, which obviously Mr. Meek bought in the past, and obviously they don't. I don't own them no more. I get parking tickets, numerous. And obviously you've seen a volume of them.
We're starting off again. We went through that yesterday.
I'm breathing parking
Stop
tickets
there,
at the moment.
because obviously the tape's only got a minute left. Is there anything else you want to say?
I hope not. No.
Till the week. Okay.
So what then? They're talking about vehicles, and you're connecting me to them once again by saying there's a vehicle that you used to own. Why are you in there just connecting me to these guys? What's it all about? You know exactly how the vehicles landed there. But you want to go and tell them. But you're not putting the case together for them, though, are you? You know, so when you're making all these threats about whatever will come, let's get this straight. I have no interest in you. You don't need to come and send stupid messages to my phone, or I've got a problem with you and everyone around you. You don't need to send messages about I need to come with our hands and this, that, and the other. You know, leaving your little trail on your phone for the police and all that, yeah? I got no interest. If you can't see yourself how you were making the case for him, you must be stupid. But because it's you, you're going to act like, nah, it ain't a gossip. But so it goes. You sit down and you tell me if you saw all this and it wasn't you, you wouldn't be saying this person is a fucking rat. Especially as they're a co-conspirator. And especially as all the sloppiness, the ball's in their court. Like, for instance, you're getting parking tickets for vehicles, yeah? It's your duty as the seller to notify the DVLA that the vehicle's changed ownership. But yet you don't do that, but then you want to come and put it on my toes. How does that work? Every, shall we call it, mistake you make, you put on my toes. But I'm starting to think to myself, wait a minute. It's too much of a coincidence for it to be a coincidence. Nobody can actually be that sloppy. And I always sit back and remember. I got a wooden door with a glass panel in it. They come with their big red enforcer thing. They come through my door, go up the natural wooden floor all the way up into the bedroom, and end up poking me in the head with an MP5 to wake me up. I don't sleep heavy like that. You gave him the front door key, poddy. And that's a fact.
What does Elric do for a living?
Elric does, but he buys a couple of cars and, that's it. Generally, he seems to have money.
So, you connect me to the Cody through the paperwork. You connect me to the other Codys by saying you dropped me to their house. You then connect me to them again by saying, cars have been sold. All these things could be classified as your mistakes. And then you go on a police interview and you tell them, I've always got money. Bruv, don't you know how to mind your own fucking business? What? I'm not supposed to be able to take my time and answer these things myself if I want to. People want to go in the interview and go no comment and see how a case pans out, but you're fucking putting it on a plate for them. Did you get on your knees and say yes or massa when you was shining their fucking shoes, pod? But still, tell me that you'd be happy with someone performing the way that you did. Cool. All right, pod, on a serious note, because you're running around like you're some kind of case expert. You're saying that all the things that you did caused me no collateral damage. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a different video just after this. And what that's going to show is the effects. So I'm going to call it PC Poddy, the effects. Because when you're running around talking about you never got done for this, yeah? You didn't even bother coming to the trial. So don't tell me what happened in my trial. Now understand this. People were keeping up with certain antics in that court. And yeah, it's like, wow, people are running off to do whatever they're doing elsewhere. And then before they say, well, you know what? This man is not even linked up with my bullshit. They're sitting down there keeping quiet and their barristers are coming in court and trying to bust my throat. So you sit back and you say that what you did caused me no damage, yeah? Because that might make you happy. But the facts are different. So I'm going to produce something from Out of the Box Free Press that will prove my point. You know, so don't, like, just don't. And then even after all that, then you're going to be ripping people off and talking about people badly when you're the guy that's just sunk him. You know? Your loose lips sunk my ship. You know? You run around calling my name. What, you never call my name enough in an interview? Anyway, Roger, over and out.